podcast in the world. The Roof Trollz.
Roof Trollz, baby, we are back. Feel like I haven't filmed in forever, probably because I haven't filmed in forever. I have my other co-host here, Angelo. I told him that we're going to go back on the podcast here and do something cool, so he went out and dressed up for the podcast, which was really nice of him. Little flowered shirt there.
Yeah, look good. Look good, feel
Fabio
good.
Romans.
Look good. Dressed for the job that you want. Is that it? Dressed for the job you want?
Yeah, not the job you have.
What are you going for? A politician?
Soon. We've already been talking about that. We're not going to talk about that on this one because I cannot wait to be a politician in Northwest Indiana.
I got Jim. Jim's here with me.
Hello.
Jim's been on here a few times. We
Just
always
a couple.
always like when Jim comes on. And then we got a new guest here, and this is his first time on the Roof Trollz. He's my intern, which is why
he's our intern.
Well, he's our intern. He's my intern.
That's what he likes to think.
Yeah, and what's awesome is that I don't have to introduce you because you haven't quite gotten permission yet.
Oh, yeah.
You know how the rules are here. There's some rules that we enforce here, but go ahead and tell everybody who you are, though.
What's up? I'm Austin. I'm the intern here. I work under marketing, so that's pretty much it.
So there's a lot to go on in this right now. I'm just going to be honest. There's a lot to go on with this. So a lot of people listening are like, why in the hell would Romans Roofing have an intern? And I'd say you're not wrong in thinking that. Also, they gave us so we could do marketing together. But then naturally, when people come in, we like to feel them out and see what they're about. And Austin actually has a personality, which is cool, because in the beginning you didn't. Now you're starting to open up a little bit. But how has your experience been at Romans?
I'd say it's not the most...
Pause.
All right.
No, I want to hear it before we get down the road.
I want to know how the hell you got to Romans.
Like, we will. We're going to, because that part doesn't make sense.
You want to
either.
Tarantino it? Okay.
I want them. I want to know how receptive has Romans been with you, Tarantino, whatever you just said, Tarantino'd it or whatever. Yes, that's perfect. We'll start in the middle, we'll go to the beginning, and then we'll cap off at the end with all your mistakes, and you've made a lot of them. But how has your experience been here?
I'd say I love it so far. I mean, obviously it's not the most like traditional office setting, which I actually love. Doing a lot of different marketing things I definitely learned a lot. Well, not from just Elijah, I mean, you guys too. And then I'd say the reps I learned a lot from because I had no experience just in any like office setting. So I'd say that. And then you never know what today's going to bring. So
now that's what we try to captivate here is like, that's what we want is every day to be different. Obviously you keep the same routine and the same goals and stuff that they have the end game, but at the end of the day, you just want consistency, but with a little bit of chaos every day. So like we give you, you're going to come here and operate, but what's going to happen inside that office? And I love that. And I love that you're experiencing that. So we could touch base a little bit on that. What are you going to school for right now?
Yeah, so I'm at Indiana University, Bloomington. I'm a marketing and professional sales major. So I'd say mostly like the marketing side. I like just getting the brand out there. I'm good with people. I'd say good personality, getting along with other people. So
like while you're there, so what is it? You're going there for marketing and sales.
Yep.
But what's your goal? Because you just finished your sophomore year or your junior year?
Junior year. So I'm going to be a senior in college.
And so is this your first internship then?
Yeah, first official internship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the plan then? So right, you go into this summer, you're like, I need an internship. You get connected with us, but what is it that you like? What was your plan for picking marketing and sales?
Yeah. So I guess you can really do anything with marketing, and I've always just had an interest in it, and there's no like official plan, I guess, but just get a good job out of school. I mean, possibilities are endless. So,
but is there a field that you were like, man, I'd like to get into marketing and sales for an industrial place?
Not
medical.
necessarily. I mean, I just like the aspects of it. Corporate would work, like the partnerships aspect of that, but. Even
corporate
here,
sucks, bro.
Yeah. So
it does, dude. Corporate sucks. We lived it. We lived it. All three of us right here. Yeah. We did it, dude.
I mean, there's all different things. I mean, just getting my feet wet and whatever I like. So,
what was your first thought? So, I believe one of our partners worked, or at least knew your dad.
Yeah.
And that's
no.
They play poker together.
Yes, you were sugarcoating it. His dad is a badass poker player, and we've already heard stories this whole time. Like recently, even your dad almost took home some bread. I mean, he did take home some bread, but he almost took home some real bread. Right. But his dad is a gambler, underground gambling syndicate with attorneys and politicians, and that's really the truth. That's what's going down. Judges and doctors and stuff. Of course, I'm making it more cool than what it is, but he's in an underground syndicate, and he's just throwing house money around. So
I sugarcoated it. So when you get lined up with this, and you're like, oh, cool, I'm going to go be an intern at a roofing, siding, gutter, an exteriors company. Before walking into this door, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, like the first day, I didn't expect anything now, obviously. But he was like, yeah, we're super laid back. I even texted him, like, what to wear. I'm like...
Texted who?
Or Elijah.
Okay.
Because he's, like, the only number that I had originally because I, like, interviewed and stuff. But I texted him. I'm like, what should I wear? He's like, you know what? Wear whatever, just no basketball shorts. I'm like, all right. So I showed up in a polo, and then, I got the clothes first day. And first day, we just kind of went through, like, what he expected. And, I mean, it was realistic goals. We've gotten a lot of stuff done so far.
But no, I don't mean to cut you off. I mean, like, what did you think going into an internship, right? So school, I'm assuming, was like, hey, when you go to an internship, you're making probably, again, I'm just putting out, you're making less money, but you're going to go work for a company under somebody. Right. So what was your thought? Like, okay, what the fuck am I going to do for marketing and sales at a roofing company? So I'm just curious, like, what were your thoughts of what you would do? Not what I'm well aware of what you've been doing.
You know what you walked into. What were you thinking prior to opening that door?
Exactly.
And you're like, man, what is this going to be like? What did you think?
I mean, honestly, just very similar, but not the way that it's done, if that makes sense. Like a lot of social media I expected because I even like said in the interview, like I wanted to do different types of marketing, but I mean, social media is obviously so big right now. So I expected that. And then I'd say there's a lot more like filming and like behind the camera that I expected, but I mean, that's what it is. And especially for, even like a roofing company, like the actual projects and work and that type of stuff is obviously like very hands-on. So you have to get the footage of that. And yeah, I mean, it's not so much behind the desk, like I said. And I don't know. I mean, I like it. So
yeah, that's good. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
So, all right. So when you came in here, and your dad, I don't know if you came over here, like if that was something he won at the table, did Jeff like win Austin?
Yeah, was it off of a hand?
Yeah,
like
you have to come
he had pocket rockets, and he's like, listen, if I beat you, you give my son a job. And Jeff's like, no fucking dice.
Yeah.
As he takes his Rolex back off or something. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
that's why
Jeff's
so invested into him, because like Jeff is like looking at him like,
lost
hey, man,
money.
Well, yeah, as your dad pays back, that's when you get freed up. Or your internship ends.
No, I don't know exactly how it went, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure it went just like that.
There, so yeah, right.
One of the things I said that at the beginning when he came in the first few days, like once you see how much money these guys are making, you're going to upset your mom. You're going to quit, go to school. You're going to be jumping on board with us at some point.
Well, I keep telling him he's not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to quit. You're not
first day he was like, or like first week Elijah was like, yeah, you can drop out right now and we'll put you on the team. I'm like, I have one more year. I don't know if I'd do that,
No, you picked a really good, like, there's a lot of people that have their opinions on when it comes to school and things like that, right? I'm a firm believer, doctors, there's some things you have to go to school for.
Yeah, for sure.
But with marketing and sales, and we talk about it, to kind of bring it back to our business a little bit, we talk to our guys all the time, like even new reps, if you get good at sales and you get good at marketing, every business has marketing and sales. So like you couldn't have picked honestly a better career to like, again,
if you're going to school,
if you're going to school,
invest
right?
the amount of money into it, then yes, marketing and sales is what makes the world go round.
Because they show you so much of like, again, with marketing, I don't think everyone understands how detail oriented it is, how much back labor. It's easy to do this part. This is the easy part. Yeah. It's everything behind after that dude, it sucks. Yeah. And so I went to Ball State for telecommunications. No, I didn't graduate because I fucked off after 3 years, but I learned a lot though. I mean, so yeah, I wanted to be a radio DJ. That was what I was going to school for. And so like I got to do all that and it's fun, but all the shit that they have to do like pre and post production, I was like, hold the fucking phone. Like, again, which I'm sure you're seeing, and you're seeing it here, because you've seen us edit videos with Revens, and, you've made videos for us, and it's crazy.
Spark Raw Media.
Heck yeah, Spark Raw. But how much of that has it, since now you've kind of been out here and you're seeing it, to kind of bring it back to you, are you happy you chose the field you went down, and now that you're actually seeing, because again, being in school was one thing, because of course they're trying to teach you shit, but now that you're out and you're actually in like a real life setting, and you're seeing like, okay, so hey, you hire a marketing company, or at least in this case, like they do a lot of our videography, their editing. We kind of come up with a lot of the skits with them, but has anything changed for you now seeing all of this?
I think I like it a little more, honestly. Well, just the business aspect in general. Like like I said, I've never been in an office, and I say I like the marketing aspect. You can literally use it anywhere. So,
one of the funniest things that I always think about when you first came in here, and it was only a matter of time. Remember when me and you casually, me and Angelo were in a room. We just casually dropped like, Austin, you like Pokemon?
Oh yeah.
And then I think that's where the friendship really bloomed. Like, as soon as you were in the Pokemon, we're like, oh, dude.
Well,
now we have something to do.
If anyone is watching or knows us, you're 38. I'm 37. Jim's fucking, how old are you, Jim?
I'm 52.
Yeah, 52. And Austin, how old are you?
21.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of commonality there when we talk about our kids and the vacation to Wisconsin Dells to go to like a hotel with.
I brought it up to what I said to him one day. I said, he goes, "What are we going to do today?" I said, "Same thing we do every day." And then I stopped and I'm like, "Holy shit, dude, you don't know what I'm talking about."
I have no idea.
He goes, "No, Pinky in the Brain? Never heard of it." I'm like, "Bro, fuck, I'm so old, dude. It sucks."
It's crazy.
But Pokemon
was our common.
Yeah,
exactly.
Youth. So now we can talk about some of the funny things. So like, what is one of the side missions that we've had you do?
Oh, there's. Well, I'd say for that one podcast, you made me go to Dollar General and buy a football. Let's see. I don't know.
What about release dates?
What do you mean?
Are you going out Target and all them?
Yeah. Sometimes, like on Fridays, so obviously Pokemon cards are really hot right now. So he was like, "Yeah, when you have time, just go before work and catch a Pokemon card drop at Target." I'm like, "All right." I come back and all the guys are paying me for different packs and stuff. So that was always.
So yeah, we send him out on Pokemon runs because we're unable to go stand in line. Because guys, we're professional. We have a business to run. So our intern goes out and gets Pokemon so we can rip them all together as a family.
I mean, truthfully though, it's no different than when it's like, you see on like how it's predicted, go get our coffees, go grab lunch. You just go grab Pokemon cards.
Right.
Exactly.
No different.
But,
no different.
But, you're no Satanist either. And I do want to talk about that. So, we try with you, Austin. We give you the benefit of the doubt. One time Austin came in here and I asked him to get some footage for me, of which I gave him a $1,000 camera that I got as a Christmas gift.
Still talks about this.
And he was on a
been
roof.
Here 2 months.
Yeah. Well, he did this when he had been here for 3 days. And he dropped my camera, scratched it all the hell down a shingle, just sliding down a roof. No big deal. And, it was really bad.
I remember that too. I was holding the ladder. It's a 1-story ranch.
This is my first time on a roof, by the way. Like official time.
But and I gave you the benefit of the doubt, and we moved past that. We became friends. I got it. But now here, this is the one that bothers me. And I know you don't like this story either, but I'm so happy that you're on here right now so we can share this. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know yet.
Oh, this is beautiful. So I tell Austin, which keep in mind, guys, Austin was brought in here, and he alluded to it earlier, that he was brought in here for content purposes. Austin's sole purpose is to film content, some cool content, something happens out there that needs to be filmed. He's going to be on it. Austin is the man for that. So I send he knows what I'm talking about. So I send Austin out with Zion, and Austin and Zion are going out, and what happens is so incredible. So Zion pulls over to the side of the road because he sees a lady veer off the road, and she goes into a ditch. And this is a true story. And it was a car accident. And Zion didn't even think anything of himself. He put all of his feelings, everything to the side, and he said, I'm going to help this lady. And he whipped the vehicle over, the Roman's vehicle. He whips it over to the side of the road. He slams on his brakes without even thinking, pops out of the car, right up against the guardrail. And he gets into the car, and the old lady can't get out of the car. True story. Old lady can't get out of the car. Zion grabs her and literally pulls her out of this vehicle to her safety. And we hear the story about it. And Zion, that's amazing. I'm happy the old lady was good. Everything was great. We come back, and I gotta admit, I'm a little fired up. And why am I fired up? And I'm like, well, I made a power move, guys. I sent Austin out there with Zion. There's no way that we don't have that filmed.
Yeah,
there's
what great content.
Yeah, what an amazing opportunity.
Not only do we do roadside and gutters, our guys save people.
Save them. Superheroes.
Damn, this could have been a great, like, everything.
Yeah, and I say, Austin, send me what you got. Austin, what'd you send me?
Nothing. Actually, we did get content later.
No, he got in a rearview mirror, like a blurry shot of Zion standing there.
I have some explaining to
There
do
was
for
no
this,
pulling out of or anything. Like, there was no... He got nothing. You guys, he was there and he got nothing.
So were you just in awe? Let's see your side.
All right. So pretty much, there was a ditch where if I got out, I would have stepped straight down. It was probably a 4 foot. That's the same ditch.
A 4 foot ditch for those of you guys watching. He's 7 feet tall. How tall are you?
6'5".
6'5". The hell do you care about 4 feet? So you would have 3.5 feet out. Okay, got it.
Other thing, it's like, it's the privacy thing. You don't want your face on Facebook getting pulled out of a car, like the lady I'm saying.
No, for sure not. I can understand that, but Zion's pulling her out of the car.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Yeah, and
if a news reporter was there, they're for sure filming putting it all over the place.
Yeah,
I was just more in shock than anything. I'm like, what do I do?
He's young.
Right.
He hasn't experienced so much life.
But
the amount of death,
but we can say honestly though
that we've seen.
He could make a lot of mistakes from here on out. That's the worst one. That one's going to be the worst one because I don't know how many more opportunities you ever get like that.
No, that's true.
That could have changed your career.
That's true.
Oh, dude, it would have. I would have given him more money. I would have given him more money. We're never going to know. The world's never going to know what a hero Zion is, and it's not Zion's fault. It's your fault. I set you up, put you in a position to succeed, and you failed me. I'm really upset about that, by the way. But
so I want to switch gears a little bit and ask you. So at recent events, gingers have been accepted into the black community. How has that affected your life?
Oh man, so yeah, this is crazy.
You haven't
topic.
Seen that TikTok trend?
I've 100% have.
Oh, it's literally it was like a whole thing that their gingers are. Been accepted.
I know the hidden jokes behind it. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's like a whole trend.
Yeah, I don't know where that started though.
I don't know who started either. I just my TikTok and like Instagram stories were just filled with like a bunch of like black guys talking about how gingers are part of the black community now, and they're hilarious, dude. Like,
yeah, when
so
that first started, I had you don't know how many friends just sent me like these TikToks when they were first happening. I'm like, what is going on? So. Yeah,
I'm gonna show my age. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, it's just like
Jim, there's an app called TikTok, and people post on it similar to Vine,
which I don't have.
Yeah.
It's a short. They're short videos.
Yeah. Okay.
So Jim, how do you feel about having an intern here?
I see him on the couch all the time. Pretty much it.
Jim hates the youth. For those listening right now, if you are under the age of 30, Jim does not like you, like at all, especially children. Oh, yeah. Jim, you hate children. Be honest, you hate kids.
That's not true. 100% opposite.
Okay, do you just like them with a passion? Hatred, maybe not. Maybe hatred's not the word. You just like them with a passion.
No, I love all people,
even children. Austin, you've been here for 2 months. Does Jim love children?
Yeah.
That was pretty quick, too.
If it continues to be said about you, it's got to be true.
Okay.
That's amazing. Jim, where are you at now? What area are you back in right now?
So I'm still helping. Obviously, the sales were clarifying things for production, making sure our processes are streamlined and accurate, and making sure the guys are getting paid. So a lot of stuff behind a laptop, but yeah, I mean it's vital that we get our processes perfected. So
it's cool that to be in this one in this spot now, because I think this will be the first time ever that we're able to talk about like retail. Like we're actually growing out a retail department. We've talked about it for so long.
Yep.
Even on this podcast. Remember we were like, hey, we're going to try to get more retail and stuff like that. Like we have an actual real retail department now.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It's been good.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, right now we've got 3 full-time retail guys. We've got a couple other guys that can starting to dabble into it as well. I mean, right now I think probably a quarter of our jobs are retail. So that's cool. That's nice to see. I mean, once we get that leveled out, I mean, we're not dependent on the storm. You know, business is business. We're going to keep bringing it in. So, yeah, love it.
That's awesome. The reputation's so good, too. Like, it's just been doing, I've been doing podcasts, and then we've been doing speaking events and just putting the name out there, putting the brand out there, and watching it grow to, like, where it is now. And it's so cool. And, one of the cool things about having you guys on here, too, is important to me, especially you guys, because as we wrap up season 1 of the Roof Trollz, because we take a break for a little bit, we got some awesome guests coming. We're going to do something cool, but we're going to get guests on here that we haven't been able to reach out to yet. It's going to be really awesome, really big ones, really fun times. Roof Trollz still going to be having fun. We're just going to open it up to a wider group of audiences. And then make it easier for guests to appear on here with us, which is going to be, man, it's going to be awesome. I just can't wait for it. Might rebrand a song, might keep the song. We don't know what we're going to do with that yet, but it is going to be awesome. And
it's exciting.
Yeah, dude, I'm so pumped up for it. And we're going to start doing events. I know we're going to do events and stuff like that next year, but we are in the thick of things right now with no storm.
No, it's
no storm.
So you said a lot just now, but
I'm going through it all.
Go through real quick. This has been, I think the coolest thing is so I was here, obviously, a lot of people know the story, but I was here year 3, and Romans was still so small. Like the name of the brand that we put out there was still, solid. But I just don't think enough, we've talked, I've heard it on, the other podcasts, but, we had talk about it a lot with other guests, and for your stuff, is your marketing and branding, but to be so finally welcomed at a company, because that's the thing is, people are like, oh, you work there, but we were always at the ground level from a beginner company. We're finally somewhere that's been around, that's recognized within our market, and it just makes the job so much easier. So that kind of goes back with the retail stuff, that retail is so much easier now, and I don't think a lot of companies get it, where they're like, oh, we're gonna get into it eventually, or what do you do it? Once your name's there, God, it makes it so much easier because they trust you. The other thing you talked about was the events and stuff from that came from this. And I mean, that's been, just awesome. Like there's so much I feel like has happened. We haven't filmed, you're right. We haven't done a podcast in a while.
We haven't been on here. I just wanted to get it all out there so we have some stuff to talk about, because at first when we hopped on, full disclosure, guys, we didn't really have an agenda, as we never do really on the Roof Trollz, but then as we're sitting here going through things, we wanted to have some fun with Austin. I really like it working with Austin. I enjoy the kid. He's funny, so I was like, well, let's throw him on here. And along the way here, we're like, all right, we'll turn over some rocks and we'll figure some shit out. But now we're in the thick of things, so we can talk about it. But yeah, when was the last time we filmed? Was it Deshaun?
No, it was Three Kings, dude.
No way.
Oh, that's when we went through the football round, too.
Yeah, dude. So when we had Dustin on here, yeah, Dustin's got split into 2. Yeah, so we had a wild episode on the Roof Trollz, and you were here for that. So when Nate came on and talked about his book, Nate Holmes is coming back on here. He'll be one of the first ones lined up for the virtual for 100%. If I don't go down there and shoot it with him, because we owe him an episode. But what were we drinking? What were they drinking?
I think it was just a bottle of Buffalo Trace. I'd have to go back and look at the video.
It's the entire bottle.
But no, yeah, they polished off. So we all put maybe a shot or 2 in our glasses, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll have a drink, on the podcast with you, because you came in from Texas, and cool guy, Dustin, and all that. Nothing bad happened during his podcast. But yeah, by the time we get through all of Dustin's, because that was over an hour and a half podcast, they had finished an entire bottle of whiskey. again, like Elijah and I had like about maybe a shot or two. The rest went to the other two guys there. No big deal, whatever. It just the next podcast, it wasn't that it wasn't bad. There was a lot of conversations that we try to
well, there's a lot of talking over.
Coming from me, of all people, there's a lot of talking over people. There's a lot of just
vulgarity, and they really, we really tiptoe the line. So, needless to say, I don't know if you guys are ever going to have the privilege of seeing that episode, but you might get some clips out of it. There was a lot of good laughs that we shared on there.
Oh, it was super funny.
And I think we will get some good clips out of it, but. As far as the actual episode, sorry, but most of you will never see that or hear that in your lives. Either way though, we're gonna have him on there, and that's gonna be fun.
And he was super cool, really nice guy. Nate was.
Dude, he's awesome. He's just like us. He really is.
What else did you say though? You literally said like 5 topics in your little rant a second ago.
We were talking about the roof camp and.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. So like, I mean, shout out to, Elijah. He did his first public, I don't even think we've talked about that. Your first public speaking event.
No, we did. We talked about Louisville.
Did we talk about Louisville?
I think so.
But you did that. You just got to do another one in Bama though.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Birmingham, Alabama last week.
Shout out to the guys.
5-star hotel.
Oh man, dude. Tough.
Shout out to Jay.
Jay Bradley, yes.
So
he'll be one of the first ones on too when we got the virtual going.
But yeah, just Romans has been able to, reach out. We've,
not just him though, Reggie Brock too.
Yeah, the whole Mike Goldstein, like the whole little crew that's been kind of together pushing that, which is super cool. I love that they have different guys from different parts of our little world, the exteriors world, that are all kind of together. The guys over at Hook, Tim Brown and those guys. It's just super cool. But it's awesome to know that one of our own here is kind of going down that path, and it's something a lot of people talk about wanting to do. So again, kudos to you, Elijah, for making that happen. I don't know. You've asked me a couple of times, are you going to want to actually do it? And I don't know if the main stage isn't my thing. I think my passion would be like the panel side of things, like the more intimate one-on-one things where I can actually engage with the guests there. Those are some of my favorite, like the breakout rooms when we go to our events. RoofCon we've been to. When the storm's coming up. I like the side ones. I like the more interaction. You have more of that, like I'm going to give you the pumped up feeling.
Yeah.
And so like that's
the goal.
That's where we're different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
that's the goal.
But so no, that's super cool. Making everyone else want to like push themselves a little farther with goals like that, which I think is awesome. I think that was the most of it. We just been no storm, we're in Indiana. It's not the hail capital of the world. So that's been different because we've pretty much always worked with something. And I think it's helped us all grow a lot here.
Well, a few years back, so like 4 years ago, we had no storms. And we were still able to pull. You were there, part of that. Yep. We were still able to pull almost $6 million out of Northwest Indiana, even without the storm. So we're in a drought right now. But I think some traveling will be in order here soon.
Yeah, we might go a little bit outside of our our typical working zone. But what I was going to get to, and it's kind of cool for you to have seen because you came in at the end of like we had a really obviously high last year, doing $14.5 million. But coming into this year, we had high goal, high expectations. We were shooting for 20. I still think we at least still do our 14, but the 20 is going to be a reach again, just with so much of the storm work. But the thing I was going to get to, what I think has kind of been cool since again we're all kind of new to being business owners and managing so much, is like the digging deep part, getting our guys to understand that hey, we got to really push. We got to get out there. It's just not going to be a cakewalk this year. And so I think that's helped some of our team grow. It's helped us all like just learn more about the industry because again, we've all been sales reps. We were kind of doing the frontline work. We didn't have to worry about how the bills get paid, how does production look when you don't have 30 jobs a week to build. It's now we're down to like 20. It's different. It's a different feel when you do that. So it's been fun to learn and see and grow in that regard. Because it's easy when everything's successful, when there's no adversity.
We made a ton of mistakes too, so and we have to own those. We don't really talk about those either, but we have made a shit ton of mistakes.
Well, yeah, I mean, we jagged money on an intern.
Oh, dude, jagged money on an intern, jagged money on marketing, jagged money, on trips and stuff. Like we've jagged money several times. But what's cool though is that we still have a really good, strong core. We're really still on pace to do extraordinary numbers. And when we tell people that we're failing, or we tell people that we're behind or whatever. People need to understand too, like, it's behind on our standards.
Yeah, our standards.
Not by industry standards, not by any means. So when we say, like, you know, most companies in this area, and we're not tooting our own horns, I'm just being real with you. Most companies in Northwest Indiana would be extremely grateful to have $15 million on the books. They just would. You would almost kill for that. A lot of them will never ever come close to that. And then for us to be able to be in a spot where we say 15's an off year is an amazing feeling. So like when we say that, I just need to bring clarity to that so people understand, like, the rumors and you know, the gossip that some companies will say or former sales reps or whatever going bankrupt, running out of money, running out of funds, 6 owners can't last forever, blah blah blah. We're not trying to hear any of that. Like, that's just, it's been falling on deaf ears for the last 2.5 years. And if that were the case, why do we keep staying around? Like, why is our Google rate so high? Why are people still wanting to collab with us? Why are we still doing so much for the community? Like, if we didn't have any money, guys, I wouldn't do a free roof. If we didn't have money, we wouldn't hire more reps. If we didn't have money, we wouldn't be able to do builds. Like,
well, it's just because people are going to make their own narrative.
100%.
And obviously, there, if you know, you can tell there's some backstory to all this. Why we're kind of talking about that, but kind of segue because something you just actually said though is like that, you know, losing reps, hiring new reps, like that's probably the most difficult thing about this job is bringing people in, having to vet them, and you know, you talk to, you know, you hear people say again the interview process. You know, people are good at interviews or not. Well, now that you do it every day, well, not every day, but you know, we do it once a month, you know, for about a week, whatever, when we have our hiring events. But, man, some people come in and you're like, oh, this guy's going to be great. This girl's going to be great. Nope, they're not great. And you got, you know, cut ties. Or the vice versa. I don't know if this person's going to pan out. Let's maybe give them a shot. They end up being great, right? So much to learn from that aspect. It's been wild. But
it's so bad. I can honestly say here for anybody listening that if you do any hiring or anything like that, I'd love to hear from you if you disagree with this statement. But I'm just going to be real. I'm not trying to be old. I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but I'm going to be honest with you. 2 things. One, work with your teenage kids and young adults to write proper resumes to make sure that they spell things correctly, that they don't include a stupid ass picture of themselves. And then 2, when you come to an interview, please, God, do research on the company before you come sit down with them if you want to work for them. Please understand what you're getting yourself into and be willing to talk. This is a sales job that people are applying for, and half of them that come in here can't even hold a conversation. They're so nervous. They're so timid. They didn't do any research. You ask them, what do we do here? Some of them don't even say roofing. Some of them don't even say that. Oh, I don't know. Well, then what'd you apply here for? It just doesn't make sense. And when you're on Indeed and you just understand the amount of time that you're wasting for people too when you do things like that. Like I go through and I put on a schedule. I set up an interview with you. We go back and forth on messaging. I pull your resume. I read it. I upload it. I get ready to interview, and then you bail on the interview. And then a lot of you guys are coming back 10 minutes later or an hour later. Or you wait until I message you and I say, hey, man, what happened to our interview? Because I always want to hear your excuse. And then that's when you say, oh, I got sick last night. Oh, I couldn't do it because of this or because of that, whatever. You didn't communicate at all. One guy yesterday, I had open interviews, but I had set this up on Indeed, and he was supposed to come in at 3:00. And at 3:30, he messaged me and told me that he had been stuck by a train and that he could be there in about 30 minutes. And he was already 30 minutes late. And I was like, oh, yeah, no need, man. He goes, well, are we going to interview? And I said, no. I said, not anymore. I said, you're a half hour late, bro. I was like, and then you're talking about you're going to be an hour late. Like, no, it's not a good first impression. And then his response is it's amazing. He said, thanks for wasting my time. I already drove 20 minutes in the car. You could have just canceled with me at home. What? Even if 20 minutes, you left your house 10 minutes after the interview started then. What are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, thanks for wasting his time.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude. So, like, my advice is to work with the youth on interviewing and applying and make them understand that, like, you're never going to work somewhere if you don't even show up to the interview.
That's that's a fault of it, not a fault of Indeed's, but you can just create
Bro, it's everybody.
Yeah.
In this world right now, if you schedule 20 interviews, you're only going to get 7 of them.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
That's the reality of it. It sucks, dude.
And one of my pet peeves is, I don't need you to wear a suit. but don't come in sweatpants, cut off pants, sweater, hair that's like looks like you just dragged out of bed.
So I'm open-minded when it comes to things like that. But my thing is if you come in here in sweatpants, I mean, you better be one smooth talking. You know what I'm saying? You better woo me.
So before we all got together, I would when I was trying to hire people, I met a guy. We were gonna meet for lunch in Maryville. We ended up just meeting at Hooters. We grabbed lunch.
Of course.
He showed up in sweatpants. That's a true story. He showed up in sweatpants and flip-flops. Open toe flip-flops.
For an interview?
For an interview.
Who was it?
I don't even remember the guy's name.
Oh, you didn't hire him?
No.
I thought that's where the story was going.
No, I wish it would have.
Like it was some badass rep, and then later you're like, oh, it was Ken Koval. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because Kenny would do that. That's a flex that Kenny would do.
Kenny shows up in a dress.
He'd come in hungover with some flip-flops.
Hungover maybe, but he ain't coming to an interview.
Yeah, you're
Kenny's
right.
too professional.
I would have came there like that.
What else?
I don't know if I'm cool enough to wear flip-flops with sweatpants, though. Now, DJ...
Oh, yeah,
DJ, I'll rock some sweats and some flip-flops. Our buddy DJ wears jeans and open sandals, like all the way into like November.
Until there's like almost snow on the ground. It's just silly. That's just what he wears.
Yeah, and that's his move, with like a hat that's bent really weird in the front.
Yeah, that's DJ.
That is DJ.
Jim, you can talk. Let's have you talk about something. Well, we just did a golf outing in the seasons.
Oh,
almost died. Yeah,
almost died. But what happened before you almost died? I think this is kind of cool. This is a fun story.
Before that.
So no, this was a great event actually. We gave away a first responder roof. Something that I've been pushing for the past few years. I know we do veterans roofs, but for me, the firemen, EMTs, paramedics, policemen, we want to start taking care of them as well. But no, it was a great day. It was hot. It was humid. I think it was 105, 107. I mean, as far as heat index. And I'm more of an indoor guy now, let's be honest. So to get out there golfing, I barely got through 9 holes, and I just, I told the guys, I'm done. Don't worry. I mean, there's a bunch of EMTs around. I'll be fine. So I go in the truck and I actually wait. I turn on the AC. I wait, about 20 minutes just to try to calm down and cool off. I go in the building and not an EMT to be found. Nobody. so I go back to the truck and sit there for a little bit, and then I went home. But it was a great day for everybody else. I know
just not you. Yeah.
But some of our guys were there as well. They were starting to cramp up at the end of it as well. It was pretty funny, but no.
I'm glad you survived, Jim.
Yeah.
I asked Austin to get footage of that too. That's one thing you didn't do. You didn't get anybody driving.
What do you mean?
Like teeing off.
Oh, well, they were like the last group, and it was already like 3:45. I'm like,
oh, yeah. Well, I put in a little extra time. I get it. So
it works at Roman.
Yeah,
I got some good pictures and.
How ridiculous is? Who's got the worst swing? Let's just go there.
The worst what?
Swing.
Oh, Kevin. At least that I've seen.
Hey, but he's the most accurate as far as hitting the fairway.
So I didn't get to see everybody because we're in like sections. This event I golfed with Kevin, Jeff, and Jeff's dad was there. You were with Carrie, you, Herbie, and Abby. Yeah. I think that whole group like golfs. And then the other group that was there, Mitch, Polis. Who else was in that group? I need 2 other people.
It was the
O'Brien was there.
It was like the contractor.
Oh, yeah. Brian Bishop.
God, they sent Brian Bishop with them.
And
I know he's good.
Yeah,
Brian Bishop's really good. And then Jose over at ABC.
We were beating that group after about 6 holes.
But
we were beating them.
I think Polis has golfed before. I think Mitch maybe he hasn't. But
I know Herbie golfs. Does Carrie golf too?
Yeah,
Carrie
guys all golf. Yeah.
Is Carrie good?
Yeah, he's good.
Herbie can hit the ball pretty damn far too.
Yeah,
but
and gym shoes, I love it. Space boots.
No, he has Jordans. Anyways, Kevin probably has the worst swing if you can imagine. I mean, he's 5'0". His arms can barely even bend. It's bad.
But he hits it up the middle.
I mean, that was a fun day. We do a lot of those events. We've done multiple events. We're doing one coming up for Molly Landheim. She was, sad story.
We just got invited. I don't even want to tell you, but we just got invited to another one too. They wanted us to go there for Hobart.
Well,
Well, I think IKO and ABC are gonna do the Hobart Fire Department because again, so the one we did was in Lakes of the Four Seasons. It's for their fire department, and then we ended up giving away. We took submissions and gave away a free roof to a first responder, Mr. Gary Elliott. Really cool dude. So that's really exciting. But a lot of those firefighters, which is really cool though, work here in Hobart. So that's kind of how we got teamed up with them. And Brian and Jose said, "Yeah, dude, we'll sponsor your guys's." So we may be doing that. I think it's in like September, maybe even October. But we were going to do that one. But we do a lot of donation stuff. We like Jim just said. We did 2 roofs last year for a veteran. We're doing another 2 this year. I think we're donating some back to school stuff to another drive this year that's going to be taking place down at Lake George at one of the events.
Yeah, are we doing that?
We do it every year. It's just I think we're just gonna...
I know, but joining the event.
Yeah, just give her.
She wanted us to get into it last year, and we didn't do it.
Well, that's because we were doing our own. So it just kind of coincidentally.
That'd be dope. Yeah, get down there. What day is that?
I'd have to look at the email.
See, that's the thing. We need to be. You're going to talk about it on the podcast. You don't even know.
Yeah, it's just Yeah, you're right. But I got to get going here soon, fellas.
Yeah, my phone has been like going off.
We're gonna put an end to it. The podcast. We're really excited, guys. This is probably the second to last episode for the first season. I have a really special guest later today. They'll probably cap it off. Austin Bonta. I hope that I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, but that's the mayor of Portage, Indiana. He'll be on here today. And Jeff's coming in. And I always love when Jeff gets on the podcast.
He's so serious.
Oh, dude. I can't wait for his... You already know he's got I'm telling you right now, he's got a notebook. He's got questions. He's going to fire off on them. He's going to get the 3rd degree. So
I wish I was here for that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah.
The guy's cool, too, because he posts a shit ton.
He's all over social media.
Facebook. Yeah,
he will answer. So like in Portage Happenings or whatever it's called, like one of the groups on Facebook. Yeah, he'll like straight up respond to people. He
makes jokes.
He's super cool.
Yeah, they all tag him in the nonsense. Like I can't wait actually to get him on here. It's gonna be it's gonna be good conversations. But yeah, and then the virtuals. I really am. I don't like it because it ruins some of the camaraderie. But we're gonna be doing live ones too. But what's cool with opening that up is honestly, dude, the amount of guests that we're going to be able to have.
Yeah, you can
we're
reach
going to have
so many more people.
Some great ones here. So we'll speak it in existence right now. Becca Switzer, Eric Oberbrunt. I hope I pronounced your last name well.
Eric Oberman.
Yeah, I probably chopped it up too, but I really want to get him on here. Dude. Chuck Allen, keeping it real. I want to get him on here. He's interviewed everybody, but yeah, there's going to be Jay Bradley, Reggie Brock, Mike Goldstein.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have some. Yeah, I'll get Jim Johnson on here. Like we'll have a good time.
Austin, do you have any last words?
No. Thanks for having me on here.
Do you want to give a shout out to your mom or anything?
Yeah, shout out mom and dad.
Yeah. Well, no, shout out to your dad though. He is a legend, bro.
He is.
So like, no, he buys them like your dad all the time. It's just like hooking you up with Pokemon and shit.
No, that's me.
No, it's not you. You talk about it all. Okay, so your dad didn't.
Being cool.
Your dad didn't get you a prismatic.
That was the one
evolution
time.
box.
Well, that was his though.
What, your dad collects Pokemon?
Your dad collects Pokemon?
No, he collects sports cards, but he sees all like me and my friends collected Pokemon now since it's so popular, and like obviously the cards are going insane. So that was mostly for him.
Does he keep them sealed?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, at least he opens them.
Yeah.
Angelo, it's so annoying, dude. Only because like they're like drugs to us. But like watching your office and all the sealed, it's like, dude.
So you saw I got the 151.
So annoying. Yeah, I saw you won.
I won that in a raffle.
The black and white.
I won the white one.
Yeah.
And I actually just won one, which I'm pretty pumped about. It's not an ETB. It's the Charizard like VMAX big box.
Oh, nice. I love that.
It looks cool. It's got
a cool box.
It's got like fusion in it. It's got
I'm waiting for my promo. The best 3 promos are in there. You get all 3 of those Charizards, and it's amazing.
The white with the Charizard on it.
Yeah, so I sent it off for
pumped about that one.
Grading. Also, do you guys have this app, Dex, DEX?
No.
Bro, this app is so dope. So if you go on here, you got to create a thing for it, but it's got all the Pokemon, right? So say this is for your collection. It gives you the raw value of what you have in your collection, but like click on Charizard because you want to collect Charizard. I got the ones marked that I already have, but
That's
it shows you
super cool.
every single Charizard card that exists.
That's badass.
And you have your own online binder for it. So you can literally mock, and then it gives you a percentage of the Pokemon you own. But then this is like generation. And then, 'cause I know Austin gets into like all the where they come from stuff, but like there's other ones, the EX, the XY, the whatever. You know, there's just like a ton of variations of them, but every single one exists on that website. And you can go to it and see every single individual card in case you're trying to master set one individual Pokemon. Yeah, it's dope, dude.
What about you, Jim? Any final words to end our season 1? I know we're getting closer, like Elijah said.
All I know is I threw the football farther than Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah doesn't throw footballs.
But you're 37 years old. I'm an old fart.
I'm 38. I'll be 39 in September, and I don't throw a football. And I'm on the podcast. Like Sparkraw recorded it, me saying that I don't throw footballs very
Neither
far.
do I.
That's not
And
what
I threw it farther than both of you
That's not what I was here
Yeah, I
for.
think you and I were the same.
I was the guy that was there in case you were dumb enough to go across the middle and catch that football. That's where you would find me at.
We still got to play basketball, but
Jim, you're so old.
So you're not ready for
You
that.
couldn't even play 9 holes of golf without
Yeah.
literally dying.
True.
And you're going to get on a basketball
Facts.
court.
I'm still waiting. I've been dying to play it for 10 years.
How much do you think Jim would trade his family for a time machine? If the availability was there, like
He's
he could
gonna
go
say-
back. He could go back to
No.
20.
He's gonna say no, but
No.
No, Jim is Uncle Rico.
Yes,
No one wants to
I
go
am.
back in time more than Jim.
100%.
That's amazing. But anyway, Austin, thanks for being on the podcast,
Yeah.
brother. Thanks for being a good sport. Jim, thanks for being on the podcast. Angelo, I wish I'd thank you. Fucking wasted time. All right, guys. See you on the next one.
see you on the next one.
The,
See ya.